Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have wanted to film a video about the apps that I have on my phone, a what's on my phone if you will, for a while now, because I have found some really cool apps recently that have really helped me out in my general day-to-day life, and so I think that they could help out other people as well, of course, and I'd like to share them with you. So let's have a look at my top 10 favourite apps on my phone. I'm going to start with some apps that most people probably have, most people have probably heard of, but they are some of my favourite apps, so I'm going to show you them anyway and get them out of the way. The first being Snapchat, of course. Because I haven't had my phone for very long, I'm quite new to Snapchat. I've just been loving being able to put whatever I want on there and not really worrying about it. Things like Instagram, I really think about what I'm putting on there and I have to really like the photo, but on Snapchat you can just be kind of silly, can't ya? That's a good one. I think that's a keeper. I like this one. The fluffy ears. I love the fluffy ears. This is my favourite thing to do, to just look through all of the new filters and stuff. Tell you what my favourite filter is though, out of the ones that they still have. Oh no. Oh, there it is. Okay. This is one of my favourite filters. The next app that you have most likely heard of and probably already have is Instagram. I love Instagram because again it's photographic and I'm very into the visual arts and photography and stuff like that, so I really love the photography apps. Instagram, like I said, I'm more like considerate about what I upload there because it's gonna stay there, unlike Snapchat. The next lot, that was kind of like from the social folder that I have on my phone. So the next lot are health/mental health ones, so I guess just health ones. And the first one is the health app that comes with the iPhone, so obviously you can't get this on other phones, it's just an iPhone thing. If you like keeping track of things, or if you've just started working out, I really love using it to track my workouts, like when I'm doing them, how long they are. But I've also put in my medical ID thing. There's a medical ID thing. When your phone is locked, if you like get into an accident or something and you can't tell the person what they need to know, they can look at your phone and go into the emergency like section when it's locked and see all the information that they might need to know about you, like any medicines that you're taking, your emergency contacts and stuff like that, which I think is such a good thing to have on you. The next one that I want to show you is called Flow, and this one is just for the ladies, so if you're a man, I'm sorry. You can probably guess what it's for. It's for that time of the month, which ladies have, also apparently men have, but you know, I don't think they bleed. But anyway, this is a period tracker app, and I'm sure there are many good ones out there, but this is the one that I came across. I really like the way it looks and the different options that you can track, like how are you in general, like your mood, any symptoms that you might be having, and anything else that you might want to note. I just really like it. It's fun to put in all the different things for each day. It's like a little diary and you're like, oh, this happened today and this happened. You can also lock it. I think you can put in a passcode, but also it does the thumb finger recognition thing, so you can keep all of those details private. It's good. The next app that I wanted to show you is also something that you can use your Touch ID or a passcode for to keep private, because it's called Mood Notes, and it is a way of tracking your thoughts and feelings, and I think if you have like anxiety and depression and stuff like that, it's good for those kind of people. And I use it because I suffer from anxiety. Basically, you can put in entries a lot like a diary, and it asks you how are you, you make the little face change to how you are, and it asks you what's happening at the moment. You can describe what's going on in your situation. It asks you to select the feelings that you're having, and then depending on whether you have selected positive or negative feelings, it asks you further questions. If you've answered with negative feelings, it'll ask you what you were thinking about that caused the negative feelings, and also if you fell into any traps, any thinking traps and how you could think about it without the traps. But if you put in positive feelings, then it tries to get you to enrich the entry by saying like, what could you do to make somebody else's day better, or what good moment do you want to hold on to for a long time recently, and stuff like that. It's really good for keeping track of what kind of things make you feel anxious or sad. It's also good for retraining you to think about things differently. It's right along the lines of CBT, I'd say. It looks really beautiful. It does cost money. I don't know how much it costs because I got it for free during Mental Health Awareness Week, I think, but I don't think it will be that much. So that is a very good app, and I'm sure there are other apps similar to it, maybe free, I don't know, or you could just write it down in a book, but the fact that it asks you the questions and stuff, I think it's really good. Oh, that's a lot of talking. The next app is called Calm. This is another one for those who might be anxious or stressed or depressed or anything like that, because it basically just calms you down. It tries to help you calm down. At the simplest level, you can just go into the app and have sounds and visuals play. For example, I've got a rainstorm, a thunderstorm going on, and it shows you the visual of that as well as the sound, and you can just have that playing either in headphones or out loud, and hopefully that will calm you down. There are different options of sounds and stuff as well. What I've also been using it for is meditation. I haven't really meditated before. I thought it might be a good idea to try it out, and it has been very lovely. Calm have I think it's called 7 Days of Calm, where they have guided meditation sessions about 10 minutes every time you do it. There is a woman who talks you through it, and I found that really useful to actually learn what you're supposed to be trying to do whilst meditating, what the purpose of it is. And now I just do timed meditation but without any speaking. I just listen to the sounds of the app. So I think it's really great for those things. I think there are also breathing exercises on there which I haven't tried out yet. So it's just a really good app for if you're having a really stressful moment or you're having like an anxiety attack or something like that, because it should help you to calm down if those kind of things help you. So that is 6 apps so far. What else shall I show you? The main photo editing app that I use, which I'm going to show you next, is called Instasize. I think this probably started out as a way to make photos that aren't square. No, I know. The original purpose of this app, I think, was to add borders to images that aren't square so that you can keep them rectangular when Instagram only posted square photos. It's got a load of filters that you can choose from. It's got some filters that you can buy. You can crop your image, you can adjust the exposure, contrast, lux, brightness, sharpness, saturation, tint, warmth, vignette, highlights, shadows and grain. I mostly use it just for the filters and stuff because I really like the filters that they have in that app. And I'm pretty sure that that one was free. I'm sure there are a lot more advanced ones nowadays, but I got that one quite a while ago and I've just stuck to it. The next app is a language app which helps you to learn languages. It's called Duolingo. I think it's probably quite a popular language app, so if you've tried to look for language apps before, you probably would have seen this one. But actually, to be honest, I haven't used it that much recently, which is naughty of me because I really want to learn Japanese. I want to learn other languages, so I should be using it. I think it's a very straightforward, helpful way of learning a language, and it has a good range of languages. I know that they've recently added Japanese. Obviously they do like French and Spanish and English, and I think maybe they do some Chinese, like loads of like German, loads of languages. The next app that I want to show you is actually another one that quite a lot of people know about already. It's Pokemon Go. I am late to the party with this one. I only started playing it in January. It was probably one of the first games that I downloaded on my phone. I think you know the drill, but in case you don't, Pokemon Go is obviously about Pokemon. You go out into the real world, you walk around, you search for the Pokemon of your dreams. And recently, apparently they've added the legendary Pokemon, but I've been obsessed with it. It has got me out the house more than I used to. It's good exercise. It brings exercise with it when you use the app because you have to walk around. So I think it's good. I've got one more app to show you, and that is probably quite boring actually. It's an alarm clock called Alarmy, which is such a cute name. My little Alarmy. Basically, I am the world's worst getter-upper. Even if I have had enough sleep and I've set my alarm for a sensible time, I still just press snooze and go back to sleep and end up sleeping for way longer than I need. So I decided to get the help of an app that makes you do maths in order to turn off the alarm. There are different options. It doesn't have to be maths. There's one where you have to shake it for however long to turn it off. You can do maths problems at different difficulties. You can take a picture of something that you've let me try and explain this a bit better. You can take a picture, which means that you have to take a picture beforehand of something where you have to get out of your bed. So you can recreate the picture when the alarm goes off, if you know what I mean. I do think it would be good for any of you who suffer from the same terrible problem that I have, which is snoozeitis. So, those are all of my favourite apps. I hope that some of these apps are things that you are interested in and can help you out as well, because they've definitely helped me out. So I would love to help you guys out by telling you about them. I will see you again in the next video. Bye!